Well, it's 2022. It's about to end, but 2022. What do you got going on today? Like since everything, like what's going on with you now?
Well, right now, we've been kind of low key. I'm still in the industry. We still working. We still doing music, but we've been low key, kind of scoping certain, different artists. And we just recently had a situation with this artist, J. Monty Star, who we partnered up with this company called Equity, who was a parent company to Jay-Z's Rock Nation. So we actually partner up with them to develop artists, to get them to a certain place and run them through Rock Nation. So say for example, like if we take an artist, we develop them and the song get big, they gave us permission to use their platform to say if this artist gets to a certain level, then we can run them through Rock Nation. So we kind of been low key doing that and scouting, and then just through the years, like still working on a lot of movies. Because that's the thing in the music industry, people think because they don't hear you on the radio or you ain't doing a bunch of stuff, you're not working. But we got our hands in a lot of different things that we doing. Like even prior to that, we was doing a lot of music. Like when you look at our Wikipedia, a lot of movies. When you look at the Wikipedia, you will see we was actively doing movies and still scoring and doing stuff like that. So we still got our hands in it, but because music is so different now, like we coming from a different direction of how we do it. So we still like it's the same thing, you know what I'm saying, but just kind of more under the radar.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. If you can leave, let's just say it just goes from, I'm gonna give you two different angles. From a music perspective, when it comes to an artist trying to, come up, or a producer trying to come up in the industry, what advice can you give them?
One of my biggest things is creativity. I always thrive on being creative. Some of the people that we mentor right now, like as a songwriter, I work with G Universe, and G Universe worked with City Spud. I met him through the Dynasty Hip Hop program I told you about. He's an up and coming songwriter, and those are the type of people we mentor. And so basically, just like I would tell G and anybody, it's like creativity to me is the key. You know what I'm saying? Going back to what I said about King Von, like how it's the same feeling type of music, street, but it's different. So to me, the key is you have to be different and be creative. Nando STL, who I kind of been watching for a long time, I always knew that he would, make it. He was different. He didn't care about, people ridiculing him for being different. And his creativity to me is what got him to that next level, which I always knew at some point it would happen. You know what I'm saying? For to me, it's just being creative. You got to be different. You got to think you competing with hundreds of millions of artists every day, uploading and downloading. So what's going to make you stand out from 500 million people that's putting songs up every day? Like, how can we separate that? So all the biggest artists from Kanye West to everybody you see are super unique in their own way and different. So my biggest thing is creativity. And I'm going to say this thing too, is know the music business. Know what you're getting yourself into, because a lot of the stuff that you see in Chingy going through and we went through is because we knew things, but we didn't know as much as we could have known. You know what I'm saying? Like lawsuits. Me and Zoe went through a bunch of lawsuits. Like, I'll tell a funny story real quick. We almost got sued. We had a lawsuit from the guy that made the Michael Myers music. The dun 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 dun. He literally tried to sue us. You know what I'm saying? We did a record. We did a record with Ludacris called Sweet Revenge. And if you go back and listen to Sweet Revenge, the keys are played similar. But when we did the beat, we weren't thinking about Michael Myers. But he asked the actual original guy, heard that, and tried to sue us. But of course we won because, you know what I'm saying, we knew at that time we knew the business a little bit and was able to navigate better with our attorneys and to get through that. Because if we didn't know the business, he could have got us. And it could have cost us a lot of money. But so that's my important thing, is to know the business. You know what I'm saying? Because that's 90% of how these artists are getting jammed up. You're not reading contracts, you don't know, you don't have attorneys, people are signing without lawyers, and you're so quick to get money and not thinking about the business aspect. It affected us, it affected everybody. You seen when Nelly, when he just did the interview with him and Ali and them was doing their thing, like how he described the whole D2 thing. Like, it's some things they knew, some things they didn't know, some things we knew, some things we didn't know. So you have to be in control, because if you're not in control, you're going to get got.
Oh, definitely. From a life perspective, like just a young person, like you said, you coming up from the inner city of St. Louis, moved out of the county, but still just coming up in the inner city. of St. Louis, and for a lot of people, especially as me as a young man, I didn't see myself being where I'm at today. And I'm sure there's a lot of young people who probably don't see past what they see right now that's in front of them. What advice can you give them?
Well, the blessing with social media, like we were saying before, is that it allows anybody to get a platform. So I tell people all the time, even if you broke, you struggling, you don't got no money, if you got a cell phone, you can change your life. If you know how to work Instagram, social media, TikTok, you can change your life. So I always tell people that one uploading of a video, one anything you do to market your music can be the big change that you're looking for. You got to just creatively find a way to do something that can give you a voice. Like you got people like Charleston White, that's not a rapper, he's not a singer, but he's turning into a celebrity. He's using his voice and his skills to know how to teach the youth, to translate it into him, being damn near a celebrity. So I would tell people to just utilize the technology that you have around you to let people see what you're doing. And you can't be afraid. That's another thing too. A lot of people are scared to show themselves in that light. And I always tell artists, if you're marketing yourself, like, you have to show people what you're doing. We just in that time right now. People want to see what you're doing. People want to hear what you're doing. So I would say you always in the game. As long as you know somebody with a cell phone, which everybody knows somebody with a phone. If you got a camera on there and you can upload something, your life can be changed. You just got to figure out something creative and content-wise to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because we didn't have it at that time. We just had to go hard and grind, and just use resources. We couldn't post something up. We had to go to people's house, put up flyers and
put the footwork.
Yeah, posters.
Where it just spreads everywhere.
Yeah, you go to TikTok. You got damn dogs doing autograph signings that's doing deals with Gucci and all type of stuff. So we live in a time now where anybody can become famous. You know what I'm saying? It's just up to you to want to do the work to market your music. You got to market it. That's the thing. Yeah.
Most definitely. Sham, appreciate the time, brother. Appreciate you coming down.
No doubt.
With me.
Yeah, appreciate it.
For those who like to keep in contact with you, let them know where they can find you at on social media.
Well, mainly, for me, I'm just doing the TikTok thing, whatever. But you can go to my Instagram at Shamar Starchild. That's spelled ShamarStarchild. That's my Instagram. And if you want something, you could just DM me. And on Facebook, you could just look up Shamar Trak Starz Doherty. That's my name. It'll pop right up. So, if you want to holler at me, anything, just DM me. We always open to collab. Always open to work, with whoever. So.
Yeah, appreciate your time, brother.